Hi students, welcome back. Hope all of you are doing well. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Medieval India, Art and Literature. You have already learned about the centers of power, society, resource and trade during medieval period in India. In this chapter, you are going to learn about the art and literature of India during medieval period. There was a great progress in art and architecture in medieval India. This chapter helps you to understand the different styles of architecture, the changes brought about in the field of music and painting in medieval India, and the role of Bhakti and Sufi movements in the growth and development of literature and regional languages. See, this description is an extract from the novel Shila Padmam written by Pratibha Ray, a famous Odia novelist, about the famous Sun Temple in Odisha. The foundation stone for the world-famous Sun Temple on the banks of the river Chandrabhaga was laid in AD 1246. It is believed that the temple was built by King Narsimhadeva I of Eastern Ganga dynasty. Different kinds of stones were brought from distant mountains. White, black and blue stones were brought from the Nilgiris and distant kingdoms. This temple is in the shape of a gigantic chariot, elaborately carved stone wheels, pillars and walls. The temple was dedicated to the sun god Surya. 1200 sculptors worked tirelessly for 12 years to complete this temple. The Konark Sun Temple is located in the East Odisha near the sacred city of Puri. This monument was also called the Black Pagoda by the European sailors. Besides the temple at Konark, several other structures were constructed in medieval India. Shall we take a look at these structures and their features? The Pallavas were the rulers based at Kanchipuram in South India. Mahabalipuram was their major port city. It is one of the oldest cities in India. It is known for its great monuments. The temples constructed in Mahabalipuram during the reign of Pallava king Narasimhavarman are known as Pancharathas. Each temple here is carved out of a single rock. Such rock-cut temples were built in different parts of India. The cave temples at Ellora in Maharashtra were built in this style. They were built during the period between 6th and 12th century CE. The temples of Buddhists, Jains, Vaishnavites and Shaivites can be found here. In the period that followed, a new style of temple architecture came into being. In this style, tall temples were constructed using chiseled rocks. Most of these temples were multi-storied. The Brigadeshwara temple in Tanjavur, constructed during the reign of Rajaraja Chola, and the Kamakhya temple in Assam epitomize this style. The Brigadeshwara temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Shiva, located in the south bank of Kaveri river in Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. It is one of the largest South Indian temples and an exemplary example of Dravidian architecture from the Chola period. The Kamakhya temple is dedicated to goddess Kamakhya. The temple is situated in the western part of Guwahati on a hilltop. Later, the style of adorning temple walls with sculptures became prevalent. Extracts from the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Bhagavata were carved on the stone walls of the temples. In addition, the sculptures depicting the scenes of war and the art forms like dance and musical concerts also found a place on the temple walls. The Khajuraho temple in Madhya Pradesh is an example of the style of adoring temple walls with the sculptures. The Khajuraho group of monuments is a group of Hindu temples and Jain temples in Chhatarpur district in Madhya Pradesh. The temples are famous for their Nagara style architectural symbolism and temple wall sculptures. Okay students, today we have learned about different styles of temple architecture in India during medieval period. We will continue this topic in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.